Alright, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to another stream. This is recorded from a replay today, so hopefully it works out to our favorite, where it doesn't give us too big of an issue to bring you the live action here from Kansas Motor Speedway. This is the NSR Skunk Works Xfinity Series. Oh boy, this is the not the Boomer box, but or Boomer button box 200, but it is the Martin Sports 300. Currently, drivers are out there practicing at the moment. We are getting ready to move on here. So, as we get ready to move on, can we pause for a moment to raise and listen to our wonderful national anthem?
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Welcome back live, everyone, as we are here at the Kansas Speedway watching the NSR Skunk Works Xfinity Series with the Martin Sports 300. We want to thank them for coming on board for this race, to be this race sponsor, along with Skunk Works Graphics for being the title sponsor for this series. Again, I want to thank them as we are currently looking at the number 8 of Mark Sikosi. Currently sitting 24th fastest on track. Fastest one out on track, though, currently at Dakota Ehrman. They're in the 78, or I'm sorry, in the 48. It's showing 78 on my scoreboard. Let me see. I don't think I got the correct paints here for some reason. Let me see if I can refresh something to get it to kick on here. Oh, that might be the correct paints. Alrighty, we're getting ready to roll now. Drivers at the time still had about 19 minutes left to practice. But I'm gonna, since this is previously recorded from a replay, we'll go ahead and jump ahead here to qualifying a little sooner. So this would be qualifying. We'll see who comes out on track first. If it'll let me see here. It may not let me see qualifying times per driver, but we'll see. As we look at the tower here, nobody's been out on track yet. I don't know if it'll Haven't done a race from replay in a while, so I don't know what the updates are going to bring or if we can even see it, as it looks like we're unable to. So, since that is the case, we're going to jump ahead here. This is warm-up. There's 5 minutes of warm-up. We can kind of see where drivers are running at this point in time. This is a little easier done if I broadcast live, but unfortunately I had some issues getting here Saturday night when this was recorded live. So I want to apologize to NSR that I was unable to be here.
Alright, tonight's stages are 45 and 9.
So I just want to apologize to them and send out my regrets that I couldn't be there. I'm getting it up as soon as I can now with the replay. As you can see down in the bottom right corner, we have the recorded from replay area, which just makes it a little tougher on me because replays don't always want to work right. So if there are accidents and stuff, bear with me as I have to manually go back and look at it. But we should be okay though to follow along enough. As we're rolling along here, this is the Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series from the NSR. And tonight's race is brought to you by the Martin Sports. This I think might be on the... No, that's Sports Clips on the side of that machine. There you're looking at the 05 of Tanner Love. John Williams back here in the number 5. Got a lot of shuffling going on the scoreboard as they're getting their laps in. Cody Hines here, or Corey Hines, I'm sorry, up here in the 01 Sports Clips machine. Out to his outside is the number 0. Trying to get some laps in. That is the number 0 of, I can figure it out here. My eyes don't want to cooperate too well at the moment. Trying to see who the number 0 is. It might be. Okay, that's number 17 of John Thompson. Matthew Burton in the 33. Matthew Wheeler in the number 12. Alex Tessier there in the number 32. Not a couple more minutes here of warm-ups. We'll see how the drivers stack out. I'm sorry that I couldn't get the qualifying or the qualifying to come up the way I wanted it to. As I said, we are working from a replay today instead of it being recorded live. This was previously recorded, so unfortunately this race is going to give me a few hiccups here and there since I haven't done it from a replay in quite a while. I've been doing a lot of live scenarios, but unfortunately schedule conflicts and things neglected me from getting there Saturday night. And then on top of it, I had some personal issues go on throughout the week that didn't quite allow me to get the stream up until now. But just bear with me. We're getting it up. We're getting rolling here from Kansas now. Hopefully I do everybody justice here as we're looking at, again, the 81 of Kyle Myers. We have Mark Cook out there in the 95. Jason Kratke there out there in the 54. It looks like an all blacked out machine. John Thompson back here in the 17th, pulling out of pit road once again. Tanner Love, the 05. Alonso there in the number 86. On the scoreboard, I'm thinking that's what he is on the car as well. It is. Let's get the 95 of Mark Cook to his outside as they're finishing up with 30 seconds to go here in warm-up session. I said, just bear with me as I work through this here to get this broadcast up to let the sponsors know that we appreciate everything they're doing for this league. Again, not quite the ideal situation, and I'm sorry for that, as I would have loved to have had this up live that night. But, you know, sometimes better late than never is a good thing. So as we're getting ready for the race now, this is our starting grid. We got Kyle Myers out there in first. Corey Hines starting second. Mike Bruno starting third. In fourth is going to be Alonso. In row number 3, that's going to be John Williams in fifth. Matthew Burton in sixth. Ricky Utting in seventh. Stoney Benfield there in eighth. Scott Schroeder there in ninth. Kyle Westwood is going to round out your top 10. Andy Reeves there in the 11th position. To his outside is Alex Tessier. In 13th, we've got Derek Pierce and Keith Fonseca. In 14th, 15th is going to start Noddy Tompkins. In 16th is Tim Davis. 17th is going to go to Mr. Matt Wheeler. In 18th is Johnny Taylor. William Martin in 19th. Eric Schaefer is going to round out your top 20. In 21st position this evening is Dakota Ehrman. 22 starts Tanner Love. Justin Coop there in 23rd. Mark Sikosi there in 24th. 25th is Jeff Nairn. Don Jordan's going to start 26th. Jackson Van Pelt will start 27th. Chris Melton there in 28th. John Thompson there in Thompson is in 29th. Sean Stevens is going to start 30th. Mark Cook in 31st. Jason Kratke 32nd. Austin Rhodes in 33rd. And rounding out your field there in 34th is going to be Lyle Mitchell. So that is your grid as we get ready to roll here from Kansas here this afternoon. Watching from the replay we have up, going to be 200 laps here at Kansas. Depending on cautions, everything depends on how quickly we can roll through this. Hopefully that I can roll without cautions. We got some blips going on with the front drivers here, it seems like. Restart zone, they are away. There's the 5:33. They keep bouncing in and out of my screen for some reason. I don't know if they were blinking out that night during the replay or not, but they are down into turn 1. Scott Schroeder, Stoney Benfield, Kyle Westwood, they're all down there. Well, no, there is something going on here with the scoreboard, as that is not who's currently leading. That current leader is the 5. Of John Williams, but he's blinking in and out on me, along with the 33, Matt Burton, I think. I'm trying to figure this out. I can't get a good view here of the leaders. We got Derek Pierce off track. Not sure exactly what happened back here, but Derek Pierce ended up off track. Timing belt there across the top. I'm not sure if it is correct or not. It might show the finishing order, but I'm not exactly sure yet. As we look like we have the 05, or we have the 64 of Kyle Westwood out front, followed by the 05. I'm pretty sure that's the 5 of John Williams. This is difficult whenever the drivers are blinking in and out. I can't keep on them to see who's where. Ricky Utting now is showing as the leader, but I know that is not true, as I thought we saw Williams out there along with Kyle Westwood. Kyle Westwood is having a problem there, it seems like. Ricky Utting, though, is out front. Scott Schroeder there in second. Alex Testier there in third. Following up behind him is Stoney Benefield. And rounding out your top five is John Taylor. Not really any battles going on right at the moment. We got a battle, though, brewing up for fourth position with Johnny Taylor looking to the inside of Benfield. And then back here for a little farther, we've got battles happening for right inside your top 10. That's Tanner Love, Eric Schaefer, and Timothy Davis. All working together, trying to work their way to the front. William Martin back here in 11th. Dakota Erdman there in 12th. Matt Wheeler in the number 12 machine in 13th. We have a few shaking here because it looks like starting to close in on the leader here. Matthew Burton is closing in on the leader of Ricky Utting. I'm going to call it like I see it. Whether it's going to be completely correct or not, we'll see here at the end of the broadcast. But it looks to be that way, as some drivers had some connection issues. Is what I'm going to guess, since they disappeared off my screen. Coming down off the back, off into the back stretch now, we got Ricky Utting out front, Matthew Burton second. Johnny Taylor there in fifth. Rounding out your top five, looking to the inside of Alex Tessier, who's currently running fourth, who's trying to find a way to get up there to that battle, that third position of Scott Schroeder, that purple and white 74 machine. A little farther back here in eighth, that's the 05 of Tanner Love. In front of him is Keith Fonseca. Eric Schaefer in ninth, Timothy Davis in 10th. Those are your top 10 drivers right now. Timothy Davis is rounding it out in that number 92 Navy machine. Here this afternoon, we are working on lap 8 of 200, so we still got lots of racing yet to go. Stage is going to be, I think I heard the first one's going to be at lap 45 is the first stage. I forget where I heard the second stage is going to come into play. Well, now we have Ricky Utting dipping off the thing there. He's back now. Now he's gone again. Not sure what's happening with my leaders here, as they seem to disappear every so often. Scott Schroeder now showing third. Ricky Utting's back up there in the lead now. Now he's gone again. Not exactly sure what's going on with some of these drivers. They have great runs going for them, but they keep disappearing off my radar here. As now it's shown Matthew Burton as the front runner. Nope, there's Ricky Utting back out there in front, I believe. See him flip in and out there a few times. Now Ricky Utting shows. Yep, there he is. I have not a clue what's going on here with the scoring loops. We look back here for the 10th position. That's going to be Eric Schaefer falling back to 10th as Dakota Erdman gets around him there in a number 48 machine. 78 on your scoreboard. Alex Tessier there in the black 32. He's going to stay to the outside as he's got a couple drivers on his side. That is Tanner Love going to the inside. Schroeder is having a little bit of issue there as well. I'm seeing a little bit of blinking from him. Ricky Utting there out front. Okay, now we've got more mix-up going on at the top of the grid. Drivers connecting, disconnecting again. This is from the replay, so I'm not exactly sure what went on with the connection issues up front here. Lap 13 of 200. Currently underway here. John Williams is now shown as your leader. Ricky Utting in second. So there's your current leader, John Williams. Ricky Utting in second. Johnny Taylor third. hopefully, these connections stabilizes. John Williams is way out front now. Got a pretty good gap on the field. Johnny Taylor there in third. Back here for fourth position, though, we got a battle brewing up. That is Tanner Love to the inside of Matthew Burton. He's going to take that fifth position away. He's going to set his sights now on the 75, Stoney Benfield, for fourth position. Battling back here with 9th and 10th position. That's the 74 of Schroeder. He jumped around a moment there. He's got the 3 of Eric Schaefer's in the 76. That might be the 3 machine. There to the inside. That Bush machine. Eric Schaefer. Showing up at 76 on the scoreboard, but he is number 3 on track. That number 3 Bush machine. A little far back, we got Timothy Davis, Matthew Wheeler. Timothy Davis looks like he's going to try to find a way around Scott Schroeder. To the inside, he's now getting to the bumper of the 32 of Alex Tessier. Wonder if he's going to try to get around him next. He's looking to the outside. No, decides differently. He might look to the inside. Coming down into turn number 1. Mike Bruno, not sure what's going on with Mike Bruno. Now I'm showing new leader of the 86, Alonso. Up front, Kyle Westwood there in second. John Williams still sitting third. Ricky Utting fourth. So a little bit of shakeup at the top of the grid. Almost seems like you're slow at the moment. I don't know why. It just feels that way. Not sure if there was a caution or what went on. That's almost what it feels like, if there's a caution on the speedway. Although I'm unsure. They've all slowed their pace. At lap 19. So there was a caution. I'm unsure what the caution was. As it said, this, you'll have to bear with me as this replay doesn't always work to my advantage. So obviously there was a caution on the speedway. Not exactly sure what happened. And I have no way of finding it for you folks either. So I'm completely sorry with that. So we'll get through some of these caution laps here. We got the 01 of Corey Hines out front, Mike Bruno in second, Alonso there in third, Westwood fourth, John Williams there in fifth, Ricky Utting there in, he's shown, sixth, Johnny Taylor seventh, Benfield eighth, Tanner Love ninth, and Keith Fonseca is now in 10th. Corey Hines out front. This is the Martin Sports 300 from Kansas Motor Speedway for the NSR Skunkworks Xfinity Series. Brought to you by the Skunkworks Graphics. We'll take a moment here to give a shout out to Skunkworks. Everybody go check them out. They are doing a wonderful job at bringing you the NSR series this season. Green flag is back out. We still got some blinking going on up front. We got a little issue on the restart there from Keith Von Miska. Getting a little loose. Ends up down in the middle lane. Gets it rolling though. Gets rolling proper direction as well. Everybody did a good job of not losing it there off the start. We got the 05 with Tanner Love battling now up here for that third position with Kyle Westwood to his outside. Gonna soon be battling the 3 of Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor out front in that number 3. Kyle Westwood in second in that 64. Tanner Love third. Matthew Burton fourth. Eric Schaefer there in fifth. Some battles going on at the back here. About 13th. Well, they got 9th and 10th. There's the 81 of Kyle Myers. He's getting around Timothy Davis there for 10th. Now the 12 of Matthew Wheeler is going to try to get into the top 10. A little farther up here in the field, we got some battle raging on. That'll be for the 5th and 6th position between the 43 and the 78. That's Ricky Utting and Dakota Ehrman there in the 5th and 6th positions. Dakota's going to try to get into that top 5 here, as Ricky's going to look to see if he can get that 4th position. Outside goes Dakota. Inside is the 43 of Ricky. Side by side now, down into the front stretch. Cross the stripe they come side by side, 3 wide there going down in the corner number 1. Possibly with the 81 there stuck on the bottom. No, he decides better of it. 81 of Kyle Myers there sitting 4th. Out front though, it's still the number 3 of Johnny Taylor. Matthew Burton there in second. Eric Schaefer third in that number 76. Back here a little more, we got Matthew Wheeler there in the 10th position now. Up a little bit in front of them though. Oh well, Matthew Wheeler might be losing a spot here to the inside. That'll be the 58 of William Martin taking that spot away, followed by looks like Jackson Van Pelt's going to look to the inside as well. Oh no, that's 95. I'm sorry, that's 95 of Mark Cook going to the inside. Matthew Wheeler falling back down. Up here, 6th and 7th position, still raging on, but we got battle for 2nd, it looks like. Or is that 4th? No, that's 3rd and 4th, but we got a battle for the lead as well. That's what I thought. Johnny Williams was out front in that number 5. Taylor's battling alongside him. Burton and Schaefer are battling side by side. There's the 05 of Tanner Love. He's now being shown as the leader. Got some blinking going on. I don't know if that's my connection or the replay. Another caution out on the speedway. We might be able to rewind this a little bit and find that one. So bear with me as we try to find Keith here. So there's the caution. Looks like a couple of them just got kind of going up, going 3 wide here. Keith just gets turned, slams up into the outside wall. Timothy Davis was involved. Jackson Van Pelt looks like he could have been involved. A tough break there for Jackson, as there was just nowhere for him to go. That's the 58. Or, but not sure of the numbers, but William Martin was involved. Schroeder looks like he might have been involved. Sean Stevens was involved somehow, or at least they're showing off track. So we are under caution now. Corey Hines out front. Kyle Myers there in second. Alonso there third. Bruno fourth. Westwood there in fifth. Williams is in sixth. Taylor seventh. Love is in eighth. Schaefer in ninth. And rounding out your top 10, that's going to be Dakota Ehrman there in the number 48. Which should be the 78 on the scoreboard. Working lap 28 out of 200. A little unsure of what's going on here.
They both have black flags, the passing wheel, and the car to the left, and that black leader.
There we go. Okay, there. Not sure why the connection's so hit and miss here.
Come on, Pixie, I need you to pass me.
Drivers chatting back and forth with each other, trying to get everything lined up for the restart.
Lucky dog, they're going to be fifth, too.
Normally I have this turned down, but I forgot to turn that chat down.
I was going to play too, and I was going to play it, but then you guys already passed.
Yeah, that should be there for you guys. So I'm now showing Alonso as the leader, but I do not think that is correct. I think there's a car in front of him that I cannot see at the moment, as I don't even see the pace truck. Like I said, I'm unsure what's going on with the replay connection here, so please just bear with me. As we're under caution, we'll take another look at the Martin Sports web promo here. All right, we are back live here. We're working on lap 20 or 30 out of 200. Couple cautions here. We are double file, ready for the restart. Looks like Mike Bruno's out front. John Williams there in third. Kyle Westwood is on the outside there in second. Or did Mike Bruno take the outside? I'm unsure, as I got him blinking out once again. There's the 19. That I think the 82. Yeah, the 82 of Mike Bruno. That's the number 19. 86 of Alonso's showing as the leader. Westwood sitting behind them in that number 64. Down there on the inside lane. Restart zone, they are away. Looks to be pretty clean coming through the restart zone. As we got that three of Johnny Taylor, no, three of Johnny Taylor's up there in the outside. Looks like he's going to get into the back of the 64 just a touch there. That's Kyle Westwood giving him a little nudge going around that corner. Good save there by Westwood, being on his toes, saving the car. Just a tad sideways going through turns 1 and 2. Now back through 3 and 4. Out onto the front stretch they come. John Williams there in third. He's got a battle brewing up to his outside. That's going to be Tanner Love in that 05. And Alonso just disappeared off track. There's the 19/82 of Mike Bruno out front, currently leading. Tanner Love and Williams together. There for second and third. They're now going to battle. As they now get bumped back to second and or third and fourth now, with Alonso now coming back, shining through. Dakota Ehrman there on the outside. He's in sixth position right now, hoping to try to break into that top 5 as he's battling beside the 3 of Johnny Taylor. The 33 of Matthew Burton, he's going to come flying through now. Mark Cook there in 9th. Taylor in 8th. A lot of great battles going on here just inside the top 10. Everybody's trying to battle into that top 10. Corey Hines is out front. Matthew Myers way out front now that I'm getting some of them to come back in here. So I thought Alonso was out front, but it looks like Hines or Myers might be. I'm showing Kyle Myers as possible race leader with Corey Hines in second. Alonso there in third. Matthew Burton in fourth. So it's a little bit of shake-up as it seems like my connection to the replay or the replay wasn't filmed with the best of connection. We'll have to see. Might have had some internet issues there at Kansas. Not exactly sure. As we're still rolling, we're going to bring you the best action we can here this afternoon from this replay. As we got some problems going on back here with just outside the top 10. Drivers dropping back. We've got John Williams now being shuffled back through the middle. He's in the middle lane being shuffled backwards. Not quite where you want to be. You've got the 57 of Derek Pierce to his outside. Mark Cook in 7th. That number, black number 95. He's looking to the inside of Dakota Ehrman. As Dakota Ehrman seems to be falling back some now. Connection seems to have stabilized a little bit. We've got Corey Hines out front, Matthew Burton second. Alonso there in third, Tanner Love fourth. Mark Cook rounds out your top 5 there in that black number 95. Number 19 of Mike Bruno there in the number 6 position. Again, if some of the paints aren't registering, I'm unsure why that would be. So just please bear with me. As I see some, don't see others, I think is what's going on, but I could be wrong. They all could be correct. Again, I'm unsure. I refreshed the paints now twice, so hopefully they are correct. We got Matthew Burton on out there, out front. Mark Cook is now making his way to 3rd position. Corey Hines in 2nd. Tanner Love back here. Anthony Alonso right there in front of him in the 4th position. As it looks like Tanner is going to try to make a move here. Coming down into turn number 1. possibly might look to the inside, or he might stay up there, get the momentum, and try to make a move down into turns 3 and 4 as they come down the backstretch now. Tucked up behind the 86 is the 05. Down into corner number 3. Does he make a move to the inside, or does he stay tucked up? Looks like he's going to stay tucked up behind him for another lap. Matthew Burton out there in second. Kyle Myers there in first. Out there in the number 81. He is your leader. Alonso's trying to hold on to that top 5 position as now the number 5 of Tanner Love looks to the bottom. Not quite the momentum, so he's going to tuck up right behind him yet again. And now we're coming down into turn 3 and 4 for another time here, working on lap number 40 of 200. A lot of racing still to go. A lot of drivers trying to stay patient. Ricky Utting back here in the number 16th position. He's had an up and down race. John Stevens here in the number 44. He's sitting currently in the 14th position. Mark Ciccone, he's in the 12th position currently in that number 8 machine. His inside is the number 5 of John Williams. Derek Pierce, he's up here in 7th position at number 57. Tanner Love in the 05, he's currently sitting 6th, trying to find a way to get around the 86 of Alonso. So he's taking to put that 05 into that 5th position. New turns 3 they go. Down the front stretch. He's looking to the outside now. Alonso holds him off. Going to look now. Into turn 1. He's now going to get company here from Cassier as he's going to look to the inside of them both. Down the backstretch they go. Cassier to the inside. He's going to try to pull both of them, get past both of them here to try to take that 5th position away. Looks like he very well may do it too. As he's going to slide up, he's going to take, now the 5's going to try to go with him, get around Alex. Alonso pulling back, the 05 is down to the inside, going to try to slide up and take that position. The 86 into the wall, that's going to allow the 5 to keep a little bit more momentum. Down into turn 3 they come. Now the 86 back to the inside. He's going to try to race back. Sorry. He's going to try to race back for that 6th position now as Tessier went around both Love and Alonso there to take over the 5th position. Back up front though, you got Matthew Burton in 2nd, Kyle Myers in 1st. Corey Hines, he's going to be your 3rd place driver currently on lap 45 of 200. Going to make a working on lap 46 as they come across the stripe this time. Derek Pierce here in 8th. Looks like we might have another caution. It looks like the drivers are slowing down. Jackson Van Pelt involved again. William Martin involved again, so we'll see if we can get Scott Schroeder showing involved here. Looks like it was Keith Bonesca. We'll see if that is proper. Not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything, so unfortunately don't know what exactly happened. Oh, I do know. It's stage break. That could very well what went on there with stage break at lap 45. Kyle Meyer out front, your stage winner. If my scoring and timing is correct, Kyle Myers is your stage 1 winner. Pit road, they come for their pit stops. Mark Cook looks like he's going to stay out on the racetrack, as everybody else, it seems, comes to pit lane. Wonder what type of strategy call Mark is calling, as I'm now lost connection with him. It seems like I'm doing that a good bit with the leader, unsure why. Kyle Myers on his way out. Matthew Burton, no. This is just... There we go. Mark Cook out front, followed by Don Jordan in at number 1. Should be the 60. Again, like I said, I don't know what's going on with the paints. If you could bear with me for one moment, I want to check one thing here. Okay, so the paints should be correct. If they're not, I don't know what's going on. It's probably a problem with trading paints. As I see, we lost the 65 or the 94 again. Or 95, I'm sorry, the 95. I want to thank Martin Sports for coming on board, for being the race sponsor this race. And also, remember, the Skunkworks Graphics providing you the NSR Xfinity Series. And my name is Adam Flieger here with On the Pole, bringing all the action to you. A little late, but, you know, better late than never, as I like to try to say. As we're getting rolling here on lap 50, doubling up. Pace lights will be off here shortly. Stay here, Abram, stay in here. Alright, sorry for a little bit of background noise that might come through here and there. Matthew Burton in second. Don Jordan there in first is what I'm showing. Looks to be correct. In at number 1, the 01 of Corey Hines there in fourth. Alrighty, as we come to the green flag yet again through the Geico restart zone. Looks like the number one's going to drop to the inside. He's going to fall back. 33 of Matt Burton. He's going to go and take over the lead momentarily, though, as Corey Hines, he's going to go to the inside. Matthew Burton's falling back now. There's the 81 of Kyle Myers. He's been up front most of the night here. If I could just keep him on the track here, we'd be great. In that number 81. They're in third. That's the 05 of Tanner Love. He's been having a great run here tonight here in Kansas. And we're working on lap 52 out of 200. Dakota Ehrman, he's had a decent run, staying within the top 10. Alexandria also. John Williams there in the 10th position. But it looks like he's going to end up falling back a little bit. Westwood now coming into the picture for the top 10. Out front, though, it's Corey Hines in that 01, followed by Kyle Myers. Tanner Love there in third. Alonso there in fourth. Taylor in fifth. Dakota Ehrman there in sixth. Matthew Burton, eighth. Battling alongside him, though, is Mark Sikosi. Mark Sikosi is going to take that 8th position away from, as Eric Schaefer also comes around the 33. Now, looks like Kyle Westwood's going to go around the 33. 33's kind of hung out to dry out there on the outside. That's the 33 of Matt Burton. He's falling back a little bit, getting breakthrough. Now he's getting 3 wide. Tanner Love still fighting to try to get up there to fight for that 2nd position. But farther back, we got battles going on here and there. There's Mark Sikosi. Up in front of him, though, Alonso. In that number 86, he's got a battle rating to his inside from John Williams. And in front of them, that is the 48/78 of Ehrman. And Williams is going to try to get up into that battle, as Taylor and Ehrman are battling side by side now. Coming down in the corner, number 3 and 4. If I have it correct, that looks to be, yes. Down the front stretch, down through the restart zone. Across the stripe, they're working on that 56 of 200 now. A quarter of the way through this race. And Kyle Myers is holding on to third. John Taylor now has taken over second. Corey Hines, though, out front. Unsure what's going on with my scoring here. Alright, we're looking at the number 3 of Corey Hines. Or, I'm sorry, no, the number 1 of Corey Hines out front, followed by the number 3 of Johnny Taylor. Ehrman there in third. He's looking to the inside. Kyle Myers is falling back now to 4th. Into the clutches of John Williams. John Williams is going to start looking to see if he can get around Myers. And he better keep an eye on his back door, as Tanner Love is back there looking for his way around. Alonso, Westwood, Sikosi, they're rounding out your top 10. Ricky Udding, who he has had an up and down day here, he's sitting in 11th position. Tessier 12th, Pierce 13th, Matthew Wheeler's sitting 14th, and rounding out your top 15, that is the 82/19 of Mike Bruno. Back out front there is Corey Hines, and we've got a bunch of drivers trying to battle their way up there to battle alongside him. Tanner Love 6th, John Williams 5th, Kyle Myers there in 4th. Just in front of him, sitting 3rd, is Johnny Taylor. So Ehrman did get around Taylor. He's now looking to see if he can go and get up there to the 01 of Hines. Round and round they go here at Kansas. 81 now looking to make a run back as he's getting up here beside Johnny Taylor. He's going to get a run to the inside. He will take that third position away from Johnny Taylor. Tanner Love and Williams are battling for the fifth position. As they're now rolling along. Side by side is Williams and Love. Out front of them two, though, is Johnny Taylor at number 3. Taylor's holding it way up there against the wall on that high side as they're coming through 3 and 4. Down the front stretch they come. Love and Williams. Love finally gets around Williams. He's coming down into turn 1. A lot of talking for me to do on these long races like this. Hopefully I can keep going here without an issue. We are on lap 62 out of 200. That is what they are currently working on as we're looking at Derek Pierce here, back here in 13th position. Matthew Wheeler going to start looking to see if he can get around Pierce here in the next couple laps. Mark Kisakosi, he's fallen out of your top 10 currently. He's sitting in 11th. Ricky Udding is now back into the top 10. Out front, though, it's still Corey Hines and Dakota Herman, followed by Kyle Myers. Tanner Love, Johnny Taylor rounds out your top 5. John Williams, 6th. Eric Schaefer there, 7th. Alonso, 8th. Westwood, 9th. And Udding in 10th. Those are your top 10 drivers as it stands right now. That looks like we got a few drivers out of the running in this one. Like Jason Kratke, Matthew Burton, Sean Stevens, Timothy Davis, Andy Reeves, Stoney Benfield, Jackson Van Pelt, Keith Finesca, William Martin, and Chris Melton. Unfortunately, did not have the runs they were hoping for here at Kansas. Alright, out front it's still Corey Hines. Kyle Myers there in 2nd. Dakota Herman there in 3rd. Alright, out front, it's still Corey Hines. Kyle Myers there in 2nd. Tanner Love 3rd. Or, I'm sorry, Dakota Herman there in 3rd. Tanner Love 4th. Johnny Taylor 5th. John Williams there in 6th. Alright, hopefully that'll help with some of the noise as we're working here on lap 68 of 200. Myers there in 2nd. Alright, 81 there. We're looking at Kyle Myers there in 2nd. Tanner Love in third. All right, we're looking at Corey Hines out here in front. Kyle Myers second, Tanner Lobb third, Dakota Ehrman fourth, Johnny Taylor fifth, Eric Schaefer is sixth, John Williams seventh, Kyle Westwood in eighth. As they come across the stripe to make it laps, working on lap 71 of 200. Alonso in ninth, Udding there in 10th, I believe is what I'm seeing. Yes, Udding is in 10th. All looking clean and green right now. Everybody's minding their P's and Q's. Everybody's racing well. Corey Hines still up front with Kyle Myers trying to chase him down. Taylor Love in third. Johnny Taylor fourth. And Dakota Ehrman there in fifth. Ricky Udding back here still rounding out your top 10. In front of him, Johnny Williams, as he's going to start battling here, it seems like, as Alonso and Westwood have already started a battle for that 7th and 8th position. Side by side here, down into corner number 3. Alonso's going to get the position it looks like, and Williams is going to look to see if he can capitalize on it as well, trying to keep that 64. Westwood stuck to the outside wall. Now we're coming down the backstretch. Down into corner number 3, Westwood will look to the inside. Or I'm sorry, Williams looks to the inside of Westwood. Down through the tri-oval, down towards turn 1. Tanner Love third. Taylor fourth. Ehrman there in fifth. Hines still out front with Myers trying to chase him down. Trying to find some exciting battles for you right now. Not looking like I'm having any luck with that. It looks like we've got Ehrman and Taylor now battling for that 4th and 5th positions. Got some drivers back here in the 15th, 16th positions. They're battling. That's Mark Sikosi and Mike Bruno or Justin Coop. Who is that? That is Naughty Tompkins. I'm sorry, Naughty Tompkins there in the number 80. And he's battling the 8. Got around him. Now, Justin Coop, he's going to try to see if he can get around Mark. Still out front, though, it's Myers. Following right behind Hines. And then here for 4th and 5th, that is the 3 and 48 of Taylor and Ehrman as they're battling side by side. Or as Ehrman's trying to get around Taylor. Alonso, they're in the 7th position. He's looking to see if he can get around Schaefer for 6th. Williams, though, is still working on Westwood. Westwood's keeping it up there against the wall. Keeping that inside lane open for the most part. Westwood, though, Westwood, he's keeping it up top. Williams, though, just can't seem to capitalize on getting that run off of the bottom enough to get around Westwood. As it looks like now we have the number 1 in some trouble there on the outside. Corey Hines out front in the 01. Trying to figure out who that other number 1 machine is. And I'm just not finding it at the moment. Mark Cook. Hines still up front now. He's got a bumper pull of Myers. We're closing in on halfway. Long race here. Long race for one person to be calling, too. That's all right. I enjoy it. Herman still looking the inside of Taylor. Three of Schaefer. 76 on your scoreboard. Working lap 80 out of 200. Corey Hines here in the first position. Kyle Myers second. Tanner Love third. Taylor fourth. Erman fifth. Has fallen back now off of Taylor. Schaefer now looks like he's going to come up here trying to get up here to the 48 Erman. Are we slowing down? I think so. We are. They're caution out on the speedway. Unsure what the caution is. Again, I'm sorry that I can't bring you what caused the cautions. Looks like the 01's coming down pit lane to make his pit stop. Kyle Myers stayed out. I'm sorry, I was apparently muted. So trying to cut some of this stuff up. But we were going through the grid there, looking at where some of the drivers are.
Don't even do it. You're just outside.
Back here in 14th is Westwood. Corey Hines in 11th. He's falling back to there after the pit stops. Sikosi, though, with the pit stops, has now moved up inside the top 10. Alrighty, so we're getting ready to roll here. Out front, it's still Myers. Johnny Taylor there in second. Dakota Erman now there in third after Corey Hines went in for some pit stops. We'll see how well that fares for him here, as we're not to halfway yet. We're only on lap 84 of 200. That is what they're currently working on. They're getting doubled up here. Hopefully lights are out. Green flag next time across the stripe. As we are rolling now yet again. So they're coming down the backstretch. Got a half a lap to go before we go green. Eric Schaefer there on the outside. He's sitting fourth. So you got the two number 3 cars on the outside there. That's Taylor and Schaefer on the outside. The 81 and the 48 are on the inside. That's the 81 of Kyle Myers and the 48 of Dakota Ehrman. Behind them, 5th and 6th, that's Alonso and Wheeler. Or, I'm sorry, Williams and Alonso. Behind them is Wheeler and Tessier. And then we got Mark Sikosi and Pierce rounding out the top 10. Back down the front stretch through the Geico restart zone they come. Looks like the 81 got a little loose there, punching the gas as they are underway. We've got a few drivers going 3 wide back here. They're going to settle it out though before going into turn 1. Or I could spoke too soon. That is the 01 of Corey Hines making some bold moves to get back up here towards the front. He's got pressure tires in some of these guys. It looks like the 5 is trying to block him a little bit. As we might be under another caution here. Looks like that's what is going on. We are under yet another caution flag. We'll have to see here. See if they pick up the pace truck, but they do seem to be going at caution speed. There he is. He's rolling up onto the pace truck now. Unsure if that was something to do with the restart. Stage, I guess. This, well, no, I wouldn't think this would be the stage. Trying to see here if I got any indication of anything, but it doesn't look like I do. A little bit of shakeup up here at the top of the grid. As Tanner Love now takes over the lead. Looks like he's missing the back bumper of that 05 machine. Matthew Burton there in second now. Schroeder there third. Naughty Tompkins there in fourth. Thompson's there in fifth. Stevens in sixth. Ricky Utting seventh. Kyle Myers eighth. Dakota Ehrman there in ninth. And Corey Hines in 10th. enjoying the broadcast so far. I'm doing my best to bring it to you. I know it's a little, not quite what I'm used to working from the replay, but I'm getting it done. We're making it work, bringing you the action as best I see fit. Alrighty, as we are getting ready here for another stage, or another restart, I should say. Pace truck's going a little funny on me. Lights are out on it. We should be getting lined up here. Side by side, getting ready for the restart. Down the backstretch they come. Alrighty, and away we go here. We're rolling now. With Tanner Love out front, Burton there on his outside, trying to find a way around. Schroeder there in third. He's battling Tompkins. Myers back here in fifth position. We know he can run up front. He can just find a way to get there. Corey Hines, he's slowly making his way back towards the front. Currently looking at getting around the 48 of Tompkins as we got one spinning there in the back. Caution, gonna come back out. That looks to be the 01. Well, no, wait, let's see if I can get a hold of who that is. That looks like the 57 of Derek Pierce is involved. Don Jordan's involved. So let's see if we can get a replay of this one. Since I was able to catch it, it's going to happen in front of Pierce here. You're going to see a car get loose. Trying to figure out who that was. Trying to figure out who got loose. We know Pierce is involved. As there it is. The 0 is loose. In the middle lane. Unfortunately for Pierce, he's got nowhere to go. Collects Pierce in that. Around they go. Pierce finds the outside wall. Tough break here for Pierce. So we'll catch back up to the front of the pack here. Tanner Love's out front. Matthew Burton there in second. This is going to bring out another caution. So as we're under yet another caution, let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll bring you another promo here from M1, or I'm sorry, not M1, Martin Sports. Alright, and we are back here at Kansas Motor Speedway presenting you the NSR Xfinity Series, brought to you by Skunkworks Graphics. As we are under caution here, you saw that last one. Bringing out that was the likes of the Red Zero machine. Unfortunately, Derek Pierce was involved, so I think Derek Pierce is now done, as he's got heavy damage to the front of that 57 machine. We're getting ready to roll here yet again. We're going to see if they get lined up this time by, or if we got one more caution lap to go. Coming out of 3 and 4 now. Tanner Love out front. Burton second. Tompkins there in third. Schroeder fourth. Myers fifth. Ehrman there in sixth. Corey Hines, he's moving his way back up through the field. He's sitting in 7th position. So lap 90 was our stage break for stage number 2. I'm sorry I did not quite get the winner of that one. That is my fault, as I was trying to figure out when the stage ends. So we are now into stage 3. As stage 2 ended at lap 90. Lap 96, lights are out on the pace truck. We are getting to be almost to halfway. As they come to the line, they're going to work on lap 97 of 200. Through the restart zone, Love gets a decent restart there, as looks like the whole field gets a decent restart. Now they're going to try to go 3 wide into turn 1. I don't know how well that's going to work. Little tight there going through 1. With the 01 of Hines there on the bottom. He's going to stick that 74 of Schroeder into the middle lane. Down the backstretch. Hines still side by side with Taylor and Ehrman. Herman's actually out front of them. He's going to try to get past a few drivers as now Burton goes for the lead. Round block. Myers sitting in second. Herman sitting there in fourth. Tompkins there in fifth. Taylor sitting sixth. Corey Hines still sitting in seventh and trying to find a way through the field. Myers now sitting second. Herman third. Burton out front in first. Love is falling back. Taylor sitting in fifth. With Hines right behind him now in sixth. So Hines has moved up one spot. Hopkins, I'm sorry. Naughty Pumpkins. They're in the eighth machine. Eight battling out for that seventh position. As Hines, he's moving his way up to fourth position. He's getting around a few more drivers. Setting his sights on that front spot yet again. And they're coming down to the corner number one. Hines trying to get up there to Ehrman as Ehrman is battling Burton. Ehrman now taking that second spot away from Burton. Hines moving up. He's going to end up battling Burton here within no time at all as the 81 of Myers is now your leader. Going back here, that's Love. Love sets his sights on Tompkins. He's going to try to the outside. 43 of Udding. He's sitting there in the 8th position behind Love and Tompkins as they're coming down and turning on again. Now we're getting some heated battles going on. Giving me something to talk about. Back here in the 12th, 13th, no, that's the 11th, 12th position. That's the 5 and the 74. That's Williams and Schroeder going at it. For 11th and 12th. Up here, though, in 10th, that's the 5 and 76. Or I should say the 3 and the 5. That's the 3 of Williams. Or, I'm sorry, the 3 of Schaefer and the 5 of Williams. Williams there in the 5. The 05 of Love sitting right in front of Love. The 05 of Love is sitting right in front of Schaefer. Schaefer now is looking to see if he can get around Love. Down to the inside. Love goes to the high side. Will Schaefer have the momentum coming off the bottom? Does not quite look like he's got the momentum yet. The 43 of Ricky Udding. He looks like he wants to battle alongside the 80 of Tompkins. Down into turn one and again. Back out front, though, it's Kyle Myers. Corey Hines there in second. Dakota Ehrman there in third. Taylor fourth. Matthew Burton there in fifth. 6 and 7. That's Tompkins and Udding. They're battling side by side. Schaefer looks like he's going to try to get past Udding. Or, I'm sorry, not Udding. He's going to look to see if he can get past Naughty Tompkins there on the outside. Schaefer to the inside. Schaefer's going to look to see if he can put him 3 wide. Push the 43 up. He's going to get 43 had room to get in front of the 80. Now the 3 of Schaefer. He's battling side beside the 43 of Ricky Udding. He's got the 33 of Burton in front of them, though. 33 up, down, trying to put the blocks on. Not sure why he's trying to block as he's sitting in 5th position. Unless he's just trying to get most of the draft. Up and down goes that 33 machine of Matthew Burton. Johnny Taylor sitting in 4th. Right in front of him is the 48 of Dakota Ehrman. Sitting second now is Corey Hines. Corey Hines has had a great run here this evening at Kansas. He's making his way up into the 2nd position, setting his sights on that leader of Kyle Myers. 105 laps complete. We're going to lap 106 of 200, so we are now officially over halfway here in the Martin Sports 300. Schaefer inside. Burton outside. Williams right behind him. Alonso, he's making his way back up through the field. He's now back up to 8th position. got around Ricky Utting for 9th. Tompkins, he's going to look to see if he can get around Utting here for 9th as well, as he's certainly sitting in 10th. Westwood had a decent night, has had a decent run here as well. He's up to 11th position currently, trying to get back inside that top 10. He's battling side by side up Naughty Tompkins. On the outside is Westwood, inside is Tompkins. Love is sitting patiently behind these two as he's trying to find a way to get around. 64 gets the momentum on the high side, gets around the 80. Westwood still holding it up high as the 80 works back again on the bottom. Tompkins sitting there on the bottom. He's now got company from Love as Love is looking to the high side. Trying to hold Love off. As now Tessier is working on the bottom. He's going to see if he can get around Love, but Love is up beside the 80 on the high side now. Ooh, getting a little closer, coming through the trioval. Down in the corner number 1. Corey Hines sitting second. Myers still out front. Lap 110 of 200. Down in the corner number 3 they go. And they're looking at number 3 of Johnny Taylor and the 48 of Dakota Erman. Williams sitting 6th, battling Schaefer for that 5th position. Burton and Alonso, they're back here in 7th and 8th. They're battling. Closest battle, though, seems to be Tessier and Love battling for that 11th and 12th position. As Westwood still holds on to the top 10 in that 10th position. Love is up high. Tessier along the bottom. Trying to find every little piece of momentum they can find in Meister. As back down to the turns 1 and 2. Onto the backstretch. Hines starting to gain, I think, a little bit on that 81. As you're riding on board now with Corey Hines. Down through the trioval. Back up onto the track, coming down into corner number 1. That's the view from Dakota Erman's front view. As he's trying to battle, trying to keep the driver, keep them in sight. Schaefer, Taylor, Williams, Alonso, currently on your screen there. Schaefer goes to the inside. Taylor stays high. 5 of Williams going to try to push Schaefer up there to battle with Taylor. Alrighty, to the inside, they're looking. There's the 3 of Taylor, the 76-3 of Eric Schaefer. Williams there in the number 5. Alonso there in the 7th position in the number 86. Out front, though, it's still Kyle Myers and Corey Hines. Nope, not close enough to battle one another quite yet. as there's still a half a second gap between them. Getting down, we got about 80 laps to go here, a little over 80 laps to go, 83 to be exact. Kyle Myers still out front. You can kind of see back through the grid, see where we got battles going on. Looks like we got a battle brewing here though for 6th and 7th position. That is Williams and Schaefer, with Alonso looking on. Trying to figure out which car he wants to try to push through that battle to try to pick up that next position as well. Nice clean racing going on now. Everybody kind of minding their areas. We got Kessler and Burton back here having problems. Caution will come back out. Tough break for those drivers. Hate when that happens, whenever you see things like that happen. Kyle Myers is going to come to pit road. Looks like the whole field's going to come to pit road. Justin Cope, though, is staying out. Corey Hines probably enjoyed seeing that caution, as now brings Kyle Myers into his viewpoint now. Justin Coop still out front, as he did not take a pit. He did not pit. Justin Cope comes down the pit lane now. So Corey Hines, he's going to take over the lead here. Looks like, I'm not sure where the 81 of Myers went. Oh, 81 of Myers back on pit road. Wonder if Myers had a little bit of trouble there with a pit stop. Waiting on the pace truck here, turn the lights out so we can get rolling yet again here in the Martin Sport 300. 200 laps here at the Kansas Motor Speedway. Lights are finally out. I come through turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch. Side by side. And we are green once again. All right, away we go here with number 3 of Taylor out front. Out front, it's Corey Hines, John Williams in third. Johnny Taylor sitting second. Will he be able to hold it off as Williams is now looking at that third position? Alonso up here in fourth. Westwood up to fifth. Got some shakeup going on with some of these names. Ricky Hutting now up to sixth. Matthew Wheeler in the seventh position. Kyle Myers is falling back to eighth. Dakota Ehrman is sitting in ninth. Myers, though, he's slowly making his run back towards the front. After the problems there on pit road. Ehrman going below Wheeler. Schaefer back here in 10th position. Tompkins back here in 11th. Justin Coop, we saw he stayed out, but then came to pit road. He might have been trying to get a lap back to stay on the lead lap or something, and he is sitting 13th. Timothy Davis sitting 14th in that Navy 92. Right behind him, though, is Tanner Love. Tanner Love's had an up and down night, it seems, as well, as he's sitting in 15th position currently. Back up front, Williams got around Taylor, so Taylor is now back to the third position. Down through the trioval they come here at Kansas, down into turn one. Corey Hines, still your leader. Williams sitting in second. Taylor sitting here in third. Alonso fourth. Westwood fifth. Myers sixth. Trying to give you the best action we can here at Kansas. That looks like Love is looking to the inside of Coop. Trying to see where other battles might be taking place. Matthew Wheeler getting close here with Tompkins. Schroeder having some problems there. Looked like he blinked out for just a second. Back up front though. We have Westwood back on the high side. He didn't stay up front very long. He's now falling back. There goes the 43 of Utting underneath. Schaefer, he's looking like he's going to try to go around Westwood as well. Ehrman up here in sixth. Going around Alonso. Myers currently working on Alonso, and Ehrman's going to see him follow through. Myers is clear. Alonso looking to be next. Sorry. Ehrman looks to be next going around Alonso. Myers is going to look like he's going to start to work on that third position. Toyota up front. Toyota sitting here in fourth. Can they find one another and work with one another? As Corey Hines and Kyle Myers have definitely been the top cars so far this evening that I have personally seen. John Williams are putting on a decent showing here along with John Williams. John Williams currently sitting second right behind Corey Hines. Down the backstretch, down into 3 and 4. Corey Hines, still your leader out front. Myers looking to see if he can get up there to Taylor. Alonso looking in on Ehrman, Myers, and Taylor. Right behind him is Ricky Utting in that number 43. Lap 135 of 200. $135 laps now complete. Here in the Martin Sports 300. Taylor looking there, trying to hold off Myers. Myers looking to see if he can get around Taylor. Laps are winding down. Myers is there, getting around Taylor. Taylor drops back to fourth. Ehrman now looks in as he got around Alonso. I'm sorry, Ehrman was in front of Alonso. So Alonso's still trying to find a way to get around Ehrman. iRacing starting to look good. 60 laps here to go. And they come across the stripe this time. Hines still up front. Williams second. Myers trying to battle his way back up towards the front. Looks like we got a lap car. That number 1, Babe Ruth. Going lap down again. Everybody seemed to get around them okay. That's the number 60 of Don Jordan on the scoreboard in that number 1, Babe Ruth. That is Don Jordan. Just got his lap back. Unfortunately, was not able to keep speed enough or momentum enough to stay out on the lead lap. Corey Hines still up front. Ron Williams there in third. Myers in second. So Myers has now got around Williams. Setting his sights on Hines. Myers out front. Or I'm sorry, Hines out front. Myers second. Williams third. Looking back through the field, we got Westwood and Love. Or I'm sorry, Westwood and Otting together. Love and Davis. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Love is out here by himself. Davis and Wheeler are together. Mark Ciccone sitting in 15th. Down the backstretch. Down in corner 3 and 4. It is Hines, Myers, Williams, Taylor, Alonso is your top 5. Herman is falling back now. He's now in 6th. Schaefer in 7th. He's going to see if he can get around Herman. Through the trail, we're down into corner number 1. Looking to the outside. Not much there. Now he looks to the inside. On the backstretch, they will go single file. Alonso trying to work on the number 3 of Taylor. All this going on as the leaders keep pulling away little by little. About a 1.5 second gap between Hines and Myers. And about that between 2nd and 3rd as well. As we're looking at the number 76-3 of Eric Schaefer. Westwood up here in 8th. Company from the number 43 of Otting, Love. He's just trying to get some laps in here, it seems like. He's all alone right at the moment. Not many battles trying to go on. We got Schaefer trying to get up to Herman. Otting trying to get up to Westwood. Taylor looks like he's got company from Herman as Herman now takes the 5th spot. Herman setting his sights on Alonso. second. Hines in first. Looks like that gap has shrunk a little bit there between first and second. As they are now down to about a 0.8 of a second gap between them. 2.8 seconds between Myers and Williams, who's currently sitting third. Alonso in fourth. Ehrman in fifth, as Ehrman is now looking to see if he can get around Alonso for that fourth position. Looking to the inside through the triover. Can he keep the momentum going in the one? As it looks like he's going to try. Down the inside, he will keep the momentum. Unless Alonso battles back on the high side. Ehrman goes up. He has completed the pass for fourth position. Now it's Ehrman up to fourth. Alonso back to fifth. Taylor looking to come into the picture as well as he's working a high side around Alonso. Down the backstretch. I'm sorry, back to the trial. I'm sorry, I got flipped around here on my track. Down to the corner number one. Taylor's going to try to battle. Battling on the high side. Alonso on the inside. Taylor keeps momentum. He gets around on the high side. Alonso's falling back another spot as Schaefer has gone around him now. Ehrman still sitting in fourth. Williams still sitting third. Myers still can't seem to close that 0.8 tenths of a second gap between him and Hines. Back here for the top 10. Everything seems to be calm at the moment as Westwood is 8th. Utting is 9th. Love is 10th. Davis sitting here in 11th. Wheeler sitting 12th. So everything seems to be calm, cool, and collected at the moment. Everybody's strung out, single file. No real hard battles going on currently, as we are now under 50 laps to go. Laps winding down. Hope everybody's enjoying everything. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job of bringing the action to you. Here from Flicker Farm TV on the pole. And the NSR Racing YouTube. Definitely a way to spend the afternoon. I'm just sitting here watching the racing, calling the racing back to you viewers. Corey Hines out front. Kyle Myers there in second. Williams third. Ehrman fourth. Taylor fifth. Schaefer sixth. Alonso seventh. Westwood there in eighth. Utting there in ninth. And rounding out your top 10, that is Loud. Davis, Wheeler, Coop, Schroeder, Sikosi, and Stevens round out your top 16. And let's lap up your lead lap drivers. Alonso there in seventh now. Taylor has moved up to fifth. Ehrman up to fourth. Strung out as we're reaching towards the end of this race. Not sure if they need another pit stop or not. As I say that, Love is down pit road. There's the three of Taylor, Urban, Williams in third, Myers second. Large gap between second and third. It's now up to 5 seconds. As Myers comes to pit road, Hines is on pit road. Williams is going to assume the lead, coming out of 4. Ehrman's going to follow. Taylor now comes up to third position. So we have green flag pit stops underway here at Kansas. Dakota Ehrman heads in. No problem there. Getting on the brakes for pit road. Schaefer's in. Westwood. Alonso stays out still. Taylor stays out. Williams stays out. There's Alonso. He's currently sitting third, but here comes Hines up through the field. Hines coming around Taylor. So Corey Hines trying to get his lap back the hard way for the moment, but he knows that Taylor, Alonso, Williams all still have to pit. Williams is down pit road now. Westwood. Sitting third. Alonso second. Taylor out there in first. So Corey Hines now on the lead lap. Sikosi, Schroeder, Coop all in. Well, I'm sorry, Coop did not go in. Coop's still out on the track. Taylor is in. Alonso's going to lead this lap. Westwood now in second. Coop is going to come into pit road. Stevens, does he stay out or will he be coming in? Looks like he's staying out for another lap. So as green flag green flag pit stops cycle through here, Corey Hines is now back up to fourth. Myers there in fifth has closed the gap on Hines. I think those are going to be the two drivers to watch here as we complete the pit stops as Alonso is in. Westwood, we'll have to see when he comes in along with Stevens. Will Westwood come now? As green flag pit stops were underway. Westwood still out front. Lap 166 is what we're working on out of 200 laps. Westwood and Stevens still got to figure out if they're pitting. Westwood does not. Will Stevens, as Corey Hines and Myers are third and fourth. And I don't think it's going to be long before Corey Hines, there he goes, he's taking second position. There comes Myers. Whoa, Myers, hold on to it. Myers now moves up to third. So Stevens probably should come to pit road within the next couple laps here, along with Westwood, as they're losing ground on the leaders. I don't think Westwood could hold it out. Stevens has already fallen back to 4th position. Sikosi's come around him. I don't know, if it was me, I probably would have come to pit road already if I knew everybody else pitted. But I would have to also look at what's in my tank, especially if I'm Westwood. I'm going to stick it out as much as I can, lead as many laps as I can. With Stevens, though, you're already back down to 4th. I don't know how much more you can kind of hold on to. Now it's a tough break for Stevens. I think Sean Stevens should possibly come into pit. But he could be waiting on his teammate. I believe they're teammates of Westwood. Looking at the cars, that just kind of gives me the impression that that's what they are, teammates, but I could be wrong. They're both Ford drivers, so Corey Hines still sitting in 2nd. Myers 3rd. All waiting to see what goes on with Westwood. As Westwood's falling back through, it looks like. As we'll go through the field here, we got Westwood in 1st, Hines in 2nd, Myers there in 3rd, Stevens in 4th, Schaefer 5th, Love 6th, Williams in 7th, Taylor in 8th, Redding there in 9th, Alonso in 10th, Davis in 11th, Cope there in 12th, Wheeler in 13th, Schroeder 14th. And I'm showing only 10 drivers on the lead lap. Ehrman rounds out the top 15. So only your top 10 are on the lead lap currently. And that is until Westwood comes into pit. Unless Westwood thinks he can make it. We're now down to 28 laps to go. .172 laps complete. Coming around for 173 to be completed. Westwood still out front. Battle going on here for 5th and 6th. That is Williams and Love. The 5 and the 05. Does Love have anything for Williams? Large gaps on the speedway right now. I think Westwood's going to come and bring it to 26 laps to go. Hines 2nd, Myers 3rd, Schaefer in 4th, Williams in 5th, Love 6th. Taylor there in 7th, Alonso 8th, Redding 9th, and Davis is going to round out your top 10. This is an interesting strategy call out of the 64 of Kyle Westwood. I wouldn't have expected him to try to push it as far as he is, but he seems to be doing a great job of it right now. 25 laps to go. Does he have 25 laps on in his car? As Corey Hines is currently coming up onto the 74. Westwood now comes to pit road. He's going to hand the lead over to Corey Hines, and that's going to allow a couple of drivers to get back onto the lead lap that way. So instead of 9 drivers on the lead lap, we're going to have 12 drivers on the lead lap. Coming around for 23 to go here in the Martin Sport 300. NSR Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series. We appreciate everybody watching or viewing at your viewing convenience. Again, sorry that this was not recorded during the live feed. It had to be recorded from the replay. I was given the replay so I can bring you the action. A little hairy there at the beginning, but I think we've worked through it. 22 laps to go now. Williams back here in fourth, battling Schaefer. So this is the battle for third. A 5 to the inside. Schaefer on the outside. Williams gets the pass for the moment on the inside. Will he be able to hold it coming off of turn 2? It's going to be close, and looks like he does complete the pass coming down the backstretch. But Schaefer's not going to have too much of it as he looks to see if he can do the crossover, but he cannot. Schaefer back down to the bottom. Through the tri-oval, it will be Williams now taking over that third position. Myers still trying to figure out a way to catch Hines, but I just don't know if anybody has anything for Hines this evening. Hines has looked great all evening long out front. So your order right now is Hines, Myers, Williams, Schaefer, Taylor, Love, Alonso, Udding, Davis, Coop, Wheeler, and Ehrman. Those are your top 12 drivers. I read off a little more than probably what I wanted to. I wanted to only do the top 10, but oh well. Top 11 drivers are on the lead lap, but I can see a few more getting ready to go a lap down. Corey Hines is coming up onto Matthew Wheeler right now. Matthew Wheeler, they're in 11th. Coop, they're in 10th. Will they be able to hold off for another 19 laps? I do not know, as Hines has looked strong all race long. Williams still sitting third, Schaefer fourth. Williams now put some distance between him and Schaefer. Taylor now looking in from that 5th position, looks to see if he might try to battle Schaefer for another time this evening to battle that 4th position. 18 laps to go here at Kansas. Taylor to the outside. Schaefer to the bottom. Down to the triover, down into turn 1. It's going to be Taylor on the outside getting the momentum, coming down into corner number 1. He will take that 4th position. Kratky down pit road. Lots of lap cars now getting in the way. Will this help Myers at all? As Hines now has to battle some of these lap traffic. Wheeler, Coop, side by side. That is not quite what Hines wants to see, as that's going to hold Hines up just a tad. As Hines is now at the back bumper. Wheeler's trying to get the move done, taking over that position from Coop. As now there is a slew of lap cars putting problems for Myers and Hines as they're trying to battle through the track here. Hines in the midst of it all. Got the 64 of Westwood there. Wheeler's now going to the inside of him. The 01 of Hines still up top, trying to work his way strategically through these lap traffic. Myers is around. Caution should be out. Myers is around. We'll have to see what happened there. As it's possible lap traffic caused some problem for him. And he didn't quite have the room that he was looking for to squeeze it through on that top side. The 59 probably should have held it down a little bit more. As the 81 gets caught up into it, that's most likely going to end his night. The 48 of Dakota, he's going to end up involved. Unfortunate end, as we are now with 16 laps to go, 15 laps to go now. Jump back up front. Pace truck's coming out. You want to pick the leader coming up onto the backstretch. Corey Hines is your leader. $15 laps to go. Hines coming to pit road. Williams behind him. Taylor, Schaefer, Love, Alonso, Hiding. All coming to pit road. Myers. Will Myers stay out? Or will Myers come in? Myers is on his way in. See if any other drivers take. Looks like Davis will. Westwood stays out. Question becomes, is it looks like this caution flag has helped Westwood out some to bring him back towards that front. Does Westwood have enough to hold off Hines? As Hines rolled off of pit road, he's come out in second position now. Williams, third. Taylor. So with 15 laps to go, we had a caution involving Myers. Myers is on pit road still. You can see a little bit of heated discussion after the race on that one, as the 59 probably should have given a little extra room to the leaders, but unfortunately, you know, things happen. It's unfortunate. You don't like to see those type of things happen. And I think Myers is now lapped down and he's sitting waiting on repairs. Tough break for Myers. He was the strong car, or one of the strongest two cars here this evening that I personally saw. It's just an unfortunate end for his night. Corey Hines, though, is still out there. He's going to take over that spot, as you see all the wave rounds going around the pace truck. Westwood will lead it off. Hines there in second position on the outside. Lights are off the pace truck. as they come off a 2 down the backstretch. The 11 laps to go, and they cross the stripe, taking 3. There we go, getting ready for the restart. In the restart zone. Westwood down and away. Schaefer clear to the bottom. Schaefer's trying to make some moves. He's now got Taylor on the outside. There's the 5 of Williams. He's going to battle. They're going 3 wide for the lead. Out of 2. Oh boy, getting a little dicey. 64 out. Westwood stuck in the middle. Now they're all trying to chase down that leader. Corey Hines out front yet again, but here comes Williams. Williams at his bumper. Schaefer working in for 3rd. Taylor 4th. Alonso there in 5th. 10 laps to go. Williams looks like he's going to try to battle up there for the lead as he's got Schaefer knocking on his door. Taylor 4th, Alonso 5th. But look out, here comes Love to the outside of Alonso. Coming out of 4, it's going to be Love for that 5th position. So singling out here. Hines a little close to that outside wall as he comes through 1 and 2. Schaefer, Williams right behind him. Hines stays up high, tries to keep that momentum on the high side. Williams running low, bringing Schaefer with him. Taylor and Love right behind them for that 4th and 5th position. Alonso there in 6th, Udick in 7th, Wheeler 8th. Westwood is falling back to 9th. And they got pulling back to 10th as Davis now goes around him. I'm sorry, Wheeler just went around him for that 9th, for that 8th spot. Davis, though, is not far behind. Corey Hines out front, Williams there in 2nd. Schaefer there in 3rd. In the Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series here at NSR. This is the Martin Sport 300. Schaefer 3rd, Williams there in 2nd, Corey Hines out front, bringing it to 6 laps to go. Through turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch they go. Hines, Williams, Schaefer, Love, Taylor. And all these drivers in the back here, even though their laps down, they're still racing their heart out for the most part, I think. Myers, an unfortunate end to his night as he was battling up front. Jordan there in 14th. Sikosi there in 13th. He'll be the last of the lead lap cars for the moment. And I'm not sure how far. 5 laps to go. Corey Hines has Williams there in 2nd. Schaefer 3rd. Up 4th. Taylor in 5th. Alonso right there behind him in 6th. Will Alonso have anything to try to break that top 5? As battle could be heating up for the 3rd position between Schaefer and Love. Real tight to that wall coming off of turn 2. Love is there. Schaefer on the outside. Love to the inside. Looks like Love may take it coming out of turn 4. Not quite yet. Trying to keep the momentum as he rolls through the trioval. Unfortunately, Love is there, but did not have the momentum to complete the pass. They're now both front to back as they come out of 2. Love trying to find a way around Schaefer as we have now 3 laps to go. Coming around for 2 laps to go. As they come out of 4. It is Hines out front. Williams, Aaron second. Schaefer third. Love in 4th. Taylor 5th. Hines looking great out front though. Down the backstretch. Williams there in second, Schaefer third, Love there in 4th, Taylor 5th, Alonso 6th, Utting 7th, Wheeler 8th, Davis 9th, and Westwood in 10th. Hope everybody's enjoying the finishing of the Martin Sport 300 here at Kansas with the NSR Skunkworks Graphics Xfinity Series. Next race for the NSR group will be on Saturday as we're down the backstretch for the final time with Corey Hines. So in just 2 days' time, hopefully I can bring you a live action of the NSR Xfinity Series if everything, cross my fingers, works out in my favor to where I can be there to broadcast live. I don't like doing it this way, but you know, it's what it is. And there is your race winner, Corey Hines, as he crosses the stripe to finish the Martin Sport 300 here at Kansas. Thank you everyone for watching as we will watch the winner here finish out his victory lap and possibly burn it down once he gets back around to the front stretch. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the race, enjoyed what I brought to you. We will bring you here the race results. There's your race results. We got Corey Hines there in first, John Williams there in second, Eric Schaefer third, Tanner Love fourth, Alonso fifth, Taylor sixth, Utting in seventh, Wheeler eighth, Davis in ninth, Westwood bringing in for your top 10. Stevens 11th, Sikosi there in 12th, Schroeder 13th, Jordan 14th, Myers there in 15th, Ehrman 16th, Cope in 17th, Kracky in 18th. Going back through the field here in 19th is Tompkins, Fonseca there in 20th, Burton in 21st, Tessier in 22nd, Pierce will come home 23rd, John Thompson there in 24th, 25th goes to Mark Cook, 26th, Bruno, 27th will finish Austin Rhodes, 28th, Andy Reeves, 29th, Stoney Benfield, top 30 goes to William Martin, Jackson Van Pelt will finish 31st, Chris Melton in 32nd, Jeff Nairn there in 33rd, and 34th goes to Lyle Mitchell. Again, we want to thank everybody for coming out for the Skunkworks Xfinity Series from Kansas Motor Speedway as we brought you the Martin Sport 300. Thank you everybody for watching. Have yourself a great Thursday afternoon and evening. Catch us back here tonight on Flinger Farm TV as we will bring to you another wonderful iRacing broadcast. As for the NSR Xfinity Series, they will be running again Saturday night. Please join us as we will bring that to you live, as long as, cross my fingers, everything goes to plan.